Hey, all you pet parents out there. I'm Timothy Case.
And I'm Heather Jane.
And you're listening to
Pet Parlor.
Sound more excited, why don't you?
Pet Parlor.
And we're live.
Yay.
We're live.
We're live.
For Pet Parlor. If this is the first time you're listening to the show, it's about pet care and just the generic things you learn about living with pets.
Yup, that's us.
And as you can see by the title, I was very proud of that title.
Yes, you
We're
were.
talking...
Yes, you were.
We're talking about potty training. So, Heather, we have the 2 dogs here right now. Or actually 3 dogs with us right now.
Jeez, work on your counting skills, Tim.
I can count. I math well.
I can count a potato.
So, what was your experiences with potty training?
My life is pee. My life is pee.
And poop?
No, and hair.
Piss and hair.
Piss and hair is my life.
That is your life. Well, we just want to talk about just some of the basic stuffs of potty training. Heather knows a little bit more about like smaller dogs and more of indoor potty training. Well, I know a little bit more about the outdoor potty training because growing up I had a few outdoor dogs. So let's jump right into this. So, what's the benefits of potty training your dog for the indoors?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes, I am asking you.
Okay.
I'm making you involved in this.
I am involved. I am invested. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know. I tried telling him that.
He wants to be in the potty training.
He doesn't like your shirt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He says it smells like other dogs.
Well, tough. You just have to live with it, buddy.
He says, how dare you? How dare you cheat on me? Yeah, I'm not letting you out, bud.
See, I work with a lot of other pets. Where I work at, anyway. Yeah. But anyway, what are the benefits of training them?
Well, you won't have to, have your carpet smell like piss all hours of, forever.
You won't have to use the carpet cleaner 24/7.
Yeah, you won't be stepping in dog poop all the time.
Mm-hmm. There's also an issue with, like, territorial issues.
Yes.
They mark things for territorial purposes.
Yep, that too. Especially males.
Mm-hmm.
Males do that a lot. I could tell you a story about Elmo once. He was a fully potty trained dog, and we had the puppies. We just gotten the puppies, and he had gone into the living room, and the puppies had been in the living room, that was their domain. And so of course the carpet smelled like puppy, and so Elmo just walked right in front of the TV and looked me straight in the eye and just started peeing on the carpet. And he's a big dog, so he peed a lot. I was just like, great, I need to clean that up now.
This is mine.
Yeah, it's not my dog, but it's my responsibility, I guess.
Yep. So some of the things for outdoor use, what would you think outdoor use? Potty training them outside.
Gee whiz, Tim. I couldn't tell you. Why don't you say?
Any thought at all? Come on.
Well, for territorial issues, make sure that you don't pee in other people's spots and stuff. That's the best I got.
Exactly. It's kind of the same as indoor. They use it as a territorial issue, and so sometimes they might become territorial in a certain spot. Another thing is you'll notice there's burnt spots. Mm-hmm. And with lawns and that, there's a possibility of over-fertilizing with duty, with poop.
Or pee too.
Or the acidity in urine will actually burn holes in your lawn.
Yep.
And so potty training them outside in a specific spot that you want them to go to the bathroom is actually a very beneficial thing. It'll actually help you clean it easier and keep it contained, I should say. So there are some dogs that are a lot easier to train than other dogs.
Yep.
We got a list of them right here, a list of 10 of the easiest dogs to train and the hardest dogs to train. Mm-hmm. Number 1 is poodles.
Yeah, poodles are very smart dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like the smarter the dog, the easier it is to train them because it's they do most of the work.
Exactly. And And with that, these are also like a list of easier to train dogs in almost anything, like tricks, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Border collies is another one. I used to have a border collie when I was growing up.
Yeah, well, we have a border collie here now.
Mm-hmm.
She's a border collie Australian Shepherd mix.
I think she has a little healer in her, too.
I think she's got healer in her, too.
Little bit of healer.
Yep.
German Shepherds.
I mean, German Shepherds are also very smart dogs.
Mm-hmm. That's why they use them in police forces.
Mm-hmm.
Golden Retrievers.
Yep.
Good for hunting, good for training, good for potty training.
Yeah. And did you know that Golden Retrievers have such soft mouths they can carry eggs?
Yeah. That's why they're good for duck hunting.
Yep.
Because they'll bring the duck back to you.
Yep, without tearing it apart.
Exactly. Doberman Pincers.
I'm sorry, what was that word?
Doberman. I said Doberman, didn't I?
No, you said Doberman pincers.
Yeah.
You said pincers.
Pincers.
Pinchers.
I always called them pincers.
What?
All my life, I called them Doberman Pincers.
That's not what they're called, though. They're called pinchers. Doberman pinchers.
Pincers.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Moving on.
Potato. It's the same dog.
You know, was it you that told me
the story
about the story
potato,
about
potato.
somebody? Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
texted this person potato, except for potato spelt is potato. So they're just asking them a question. Oh, what do you think about this? Oh, potato.
Exactly. Shetland sheepdogs.
Yep. I'm sorry. What did you just call me?
Shetland.
Excuse you.
This is a family show. It's Shetland.
Excuse you.
Labrador Retrievers. Papillions.
What is a papillion?
So they're about the same size as like Jack Russells.
Mm-hmm.
But they have kind of longer fur, except for the nose part.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like Yorkies. You know how Yorkies kind of has that weird long fur?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
We can even look up what a papillion looks like.
Yeah, but we can't show them.
Oh, yeah, point taken. Because this is a podcast,
Yeah.
not a video podcast, so we can't show them. Rottweilers are the last on our list of the easiest to potty train.
Now let's go through the Dumbos.
Basset Hounds.
Basset Hounds. Those are just big lugs.
They're lovable, though.
Yeah.
I like their floppy ears.
Yeah.
Mastiff. They're huge
Mastiffs
dogs.
are humongous. Oh my gosh, have you ever
And
seen
they're
a Mastiff?
not bright.
They're not right?
Bright.
Bright. I thought you said they're not right.
They're not.
Like, if they're not right, what are they left?
They're not smart dogs. I've not met a smart Mastiff.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you the story of this little 3-year-old girl that was petting a Mastiff?
Do tell.
The Mastiff's name was Gus. And it was the most adorable thing I ever saw with a little kid and a big dog.
Mm-hmm.
So Mastiffs kind of have a droopy face. So it kind of looks like they have a sad face.
Yeah.
Well, this little girl goes up to him. He grabs the dog on both sides of the cheek. And the dog's having a ball. He's loving it because he's getting attention.
Yeah.
And she looks at him square in the eyes and she says, "Oh, poor Gussie." Because she thinks he looks sad.
Aww.
Oh, sad Gussie. And it was just the most adorable thing. Beagles is the next on our list.
Yeah.
Now, beagles can be a popular dog.
Oh, yeah.
A good hunting dog. But they are loud as can be.
Oh, yeah.
And they're kind of dumb. They're kind of compulsions
They're
to
cute,
do
though.
stuff.
They're cute,
They
so they
are.
make up with it in pretty.
Pekingese is another harder to train dog. And it's more because they're a little bit more neurotic. Bloodhounds.
I thought bloodhounds were easy to train.
Bloodhounds is kind of a mix. If you're training them for hunting or sniffing things.
Sniffing things.
Exactly.
I'm going to train my dog to sniff things.
Like drug dogs. Or searching for things.
Yeah.
They're
no,
really...
No, I'm going to train him to sniff things. Specifically sniff things.
Just sniff that.
Not looking for anything.
Don't-
Just sniff things.
Don't tell me if you found it. Just sniff it.
Just sniff it. I think my dogs are really good at that.
Anyway, bloodhounds are easily to be trained with that because that's bred into them. That's what they know. It's actually doing tricks and things in that nature.
Yeah.
And so they do tend to be a little bit harder to potty train because of it. They do tend to be a little bit more of a lazier dog. And so sometimes they'll just be like, I just have to pee.
Gotta be.
Gotta pee. Borsoi dogs.
Borsoi.
I don't think I've ever seen a borsoi.
I don't think I've ever seen a borsoi.
It's on the list.
You know, another really, really smart dog, I don't know if you have on there, a Shiba Inu. But the reason why they're not on easier to train is because they are stubborn as heck. They have, like, a superiority complex like no other. They think that they're little royalties.
And that's why huskies aren't on our list. Huskies are very intelligent. But they do tend to be
harder to train
because they're that type. They're wanting more for less.
Yeah. I want food. I want food.
Yes.
Give me food.
There's chow chows. I like chow
Speaking
chows.
of food.
Chow chows are adorable.
Yeah, they are really cute, but they can be kind of dangerous.
And they're dumb.
They're dangerous to smaller dogs, so if you have a chow chow, be careful.
Exactly. They can get territorial.
Yep. My mom's dog died because it got attacked by a chow chow. It accidentally went into its yard.
It was territorial.
Yep.
A Basenji.
I don't think I've ever heard of those either. With a B?
With a B.
Basenji. That sounds like a
Basenji.
genie.
I am Basenji.
I am Basenji.
We're not racist.
Of course not. We're not racist because
the next one on our list is the Afghan hound.
Because not all genies are from India.
No, I think Afghan hounds are
Egypt.
some of the ugliest dogs. You ever seen an Afghan
I
hound?
have not seen an Afghan hound.
They have like tufts of fur on top, but like the rest of their body
Now,
is
that's
naked.
racist.
Tufts of fur.
That's racist. That's
They
why
have
they call him an Afghan hound.
No, because they're bred in Afghanistan.
K.
That's why they're called Afghan hounds.
K.
They have fur on their paws, on all four paws, a little bit on their tail, and a little bit on their head that looks like a bowl cut on them. And then the rest of their body is like practically naked.
Huh.
And they just look ugly.
Have you ever heard of a Mexican hairless?
Yes.
They're the type of dogs that they think that the chupacabra is all the time. But really, if you look at pictures of the chupacabra or what they think the chupacabra looks like, he just looks like a Mexican hairless.
You ever seen the pictures of like the ugliest dog
Yeah, he's a
competition?
Mexican hairless.
Exactly. And his like tongue is permanently outside his mouth.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any teeth.
Poor dog.
Yeah, poor doggy. They like breed
Anyway.
him to be like abominations.
The reason why the Afghan hound is one of the hardest ones to train is because they're one of the most neurotic dogs in the dog breeds. And they're also slightly dumb.
Yeah.
In the sense of just not learning things quickly.
Okay.
They get shocked, they'll sniff it again and get shocked a second time. And probably a fifth time.
Yeah. So that would probably be one not to train them how to sniff.
Exactly.
Not to. Or probably the proper way to sniff. So no, not to sniff electrified things.
Exactly. But he'll probably like, sniff the electrified thing again. They're not smart dogs. So, there's different types of potty training. As you all know, some that are inside and some that are outside. There's house training, which is obviously the one that is the most popular. Training the dog to go outside, to go to the bathroom, and just roam around inside. There's crate training. What's crate training?
Crate training not to go potty inside their crate because that's where they sleep. So don't go potty in your den.
Exactly. Like, who wants to pee in their bed all the time?
Nobody. Crazy
Exactly.
people. Crazy people who are not trained well.
Or can't control their bladder.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Then there's litter training. In litter training, you can train some dogs in the same sense as like cats. You go to the bathroom in a litter box.
It's weird.
You do have to change the litter box more often than you would
This
any
just
cat.
sounds like one big mess. This sounds like a horrible, horrible mess.
But